Hello everyone, this is Magali Diaz. I'm really excited to show you part of my experience in Washington DC. Today is November 25th and 2022, and this video is part of my course Hometown History by University of Virgin Islands. Washington District of Columbia was founded in 1790. It is a unique among cities because it was established by the Constitution of the United States to serve as a nation capital. Maryland and Virginia set the line to this new district to be distinct from the rest of the states. During the War of 1812 against Great Britain, enemy forces invaded the city and burned much of it to the ground, including the newly completed White House, the Capitol, and the Library of Congress. After more than 200 years as the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. has developed as a complex and larger city with a distinctive character, both a town for locals, an international center of power, and an amazing place to visit. Washington, D.C. is one of the best places to visit museums, monuments, and gardens. One of the best plans during spring, summer, and fall is visiting the National Mall in downtown. During winter are rather indoor activities as the most of 70 museums, a garden, and a zoo. If you go on walk for the National Mall, you can find the United States Capitol, which is the heritage of decades in an enormous building and in a beautiful landscape. The Lincoln Memorial, which is a large-scale landmark building in the style of a Greek temple. In front of the Lincoln Memorial, you can see the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool. Then World War II Memorial, and right on the middle, Washington Monument, and next to this, you can see the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. All around the National Mall, you will find some of the museums. The best part, it's free, and an amazing spot to take beautiful pictures. In the city, you can find different museums, almost all of them free. Here are two of my favorites: the National Museum of African American History and Culture. It explores what it means to be an American. Values like resiliency, optimism, and spirituality are reflected in African American history and culture.
Hi, would you like to tell us how can I impact this museum to the people who comes to see?
First of all, it's a museum not like any other. National Museum of African American History and Culture, a museum long overdue. What's important about this museum here, there's history here that's not taught in school. So one thing that a lot of folks will realize that there's things here that was never taught. A museum that teaches us not only of our history, but the culture. African Americans, we made America what it is today. So when you think about African American history, it's more just our culture, it's our heritage, it's our impact to African American society, America.
Okay, thank you so
much.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
The Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum. It's the world's largest and the most significant collection of aviation and space artifacts, works of art, and archival material.
Hi, can you tell us what is the favorite part in this museum?
My favorite part of the museum is the Nation, the Speed of Nation, I think it's called. It has a real Corvette. It has a lion. It talks about a lion cub that rode in a plane. Another part is the Wright Brothers exhibit. Yes. It has the actual plane that the Wright Brothers built. And yeah, those are my two favorite parts.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, no problem.
There are so many things that you can do around this area, and hiking is one of my favorite things to do. Ben's Chili Bowl was founded by Virginia Lee when she was only 24 years old, beside her husband Ben. Now she's 88 years old. Also, this restaurant is a celebration of African American history, culture, and character. This is an historic landmark in Washington, D.C. culture. On the other hand, this is one of the most famous restaurants to enjoy chili hot dogs and burgers, seated on a beautiful place. I went to visit the City Hall, the historic DC Card House. According with my research, it was originally designed in 1820 to serve as the first city hall. The historic DC Card House is a national historic landmark and one of the oldest public buildings in the District of Columbia. Began since 1989, the Card House has been subject to numerous changes and additions over time and was in critical need of a comprehensive overhaul. The Card House stands as one of the most historically significant buildings and complex history preservation projects undertaken in Washington, D.C. In my opinion, this is one of the buildings that you cannot lose. It is a gorgeous architecture, and I promise you will feel like an old movie. At the same time, you can appreciate the modern architecture outside of the building. You definitely need to go and visit the markets around DC. This is the Eastern Market, where you can find thousands of things, arts, food, and even musicians.
Colors of the rainbow, way up in the sky. Colors on the faces of the people passing by. I see friendship.
Walking around Georgetown and downtown is always one of the best plans. But if you want to do something different, you should go and watch one of the football games. Or baseball games. One of the most famous galleries in the United States is the National Portrait Gallery, which was founded in 1962. The venue is known for showcasing the portraits of numerous influential figures, with a total of 23,000 works in the gallery collection. You can see the portrait of every United States president when visiting the gallery. Other individuals whose portraits are on display include Harry Tubman, Frida Kahlo, and Juliette Gordon-Low.
Hi, would you like to tell us about what is your favorite thing in this museum?
Well, sure. I've been a volunteer here for over 20 years, and I love meeting people that come in, and they're always so just taken aback by how open and airy the building is and how beautiful the art is. And so I think my favorite part is just kind of getting to share in that excitement that people have when they come.
According with the front page of the museum collections tell the story of the planet and are a record of human interaction with the environment and one another.
Hi, could you tell us if the animals and the mammals are real?
Yep, they are all real. The ones in the mammal hall, they were once living and now they're stuffed. But they were once living, including this elephant.
Oh wow! And what's the best thing that you can find here in this museum?
Oh, there's so many good things. I can't say one's best. The fossil hall is the newest, and it has some really cool exhibits. Probably one of the biggest fossil halls and museums that I've seen. So I would recommend that one to start.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm sure you will be impressed with this information. Here are some of the famous people who live around this area, and you have probably no idea. Certainly, we must start with the current President of the United States of America, Joe Biden. If you are a lucky person, you can meet Mike Tyson, Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock, and Monica Lewinsky. Honestly, this area is amazing. You can connect with the nature, go hiking, and breathe clean air as in a suburb with a peaceful and quiet neighbors. Besides, you can enjoy the city with a lot of museums and big and amazing buildings. At the same time, you can find vintage bikes with an old archduke in Georgetown and appreciate the landmarks. You will learn about the history of the country, and additionally, you can find food from all over the world and a large average population of different culture. You won't feel so far at home. Finally, if you want to visit Washington DC, you will need to be ready for all the weather conditions. You will never be 100% sure if the whole day will be cloudy, sunny, cold, or rainy. Washington DC is a gorgeous place where you will have amazing adventures and memories. Not counting the proximity of Virginia and Maryland, but are beautiful places with a lot of things to do.